And one person who's happy to sleep with lots of men is turbocharged love rat, a liar.
On like Valentine's Day, where I had to pick one of the guys that I wanted to see, and obviously, you know, Valentine's dinner is just at night, so one time I had to see 5 guys all in one night. So what I actually did was plan to meet in the same place, and then I pretended to go home. When I'd seen one guy, I said, okay, well, I can only stay out an hour because I've got work tomorrow. And I'd say, right then, bye, and I'd walk around the back of the hotel, pretending to get into my car, wait for them to go, and then go around the front again and walk back in, and then go and meet the next one. So I suppose, you know, for Valentine's Day, I had like 4 or 5 bunches of flowers and presents. I did actually, on an occasion, sleep with all of them in one day. And it's kind of like really a fantasy world, to be honest. Like, I can act in different ways to make them feel good. If somebody wants like a nice innocent girl, I can act innocent.
And she can act the opposite too. One of her boyfriends enjoys a bit of rough and tumble. And he likes surprises. She's only too happy to play along when they get together.
So as I was going like to the top floor, I quickly got undressed and put my karate suit on.
Oh, did I mention? She's a black belt in karate.
And then I went to his door and I basically kind of started to beat him up, really. I think it's quite a horny thing to do, really.
The biggest skill you need to be a love rat is to be able to lie and to not feel guilty about lying. I mean, when I try to have more than one man on the go at once, I just feel too guilty and I can't keep up with the lies, and in the end I just have to stop.
There's a number of reasons why you might become a love rat. I mean, one is that you just enjoy a lot of sex with a lot of different people and you're just not ready for a committed relationship, in which case fine, but don't pretend that you are. Or it might be that actually you're just really, really struggling with temptation and you haven't yet worked out how to switch off that impulse control.
We call men love rats and women get a different name. So I suppose you could say, you know, slut, prick, tease, bitch, depending on what particular level of love ratness a woman carries out. There is a different name for her and a different name for him. So I think it's love rat is seen as gender specific, but I don't think it's just men who adopt the behaviour.
With the explosion over the last few years of internet dating, chat rooms have become the ideal place for love rats to build their nests, even for the most unlikely ones. Nestling in the rolling hills of South Wales is a sleepy little village that's home to Clive. He's only been outside Wales 4 times in his life. He spends the long summer days walking in the beautiful countryside and watching nature take its course. And all that nature has clearly inspired him. He reckons he's the world's biggest love rat, and he's proud of it.
I became a love rat to safeguard myself from being hurt again. I'd been married to women, done everything for them, and I'd been so soft to them, and they'd all taken advantage of me.
Lonely. Clive had quite a hard and troubled life up until 3 years ago.
I'd been drinking every day for 10 years, and I finally stopped. And I honestly thought I was going to lead a boring life now.
Until he got chatting to a friend who told him all about internet dating sites.
All of a sudden, I saw all these beautiful women on the internet. I couldn't believe there were so many beautiful women on there. So I started dating, 1 or 2 at first, and before I knew it, I had 30, 40 wanted to meet me, same time. I just couldn't have enough women.
Clive transformed his living room to accommodate his internet dating addiction. At any one time, he has 5 computers on the go, but just as many women, none of whom know about each other.
This is my den. This is where I spend most of my time, sitting in my den. And I got the armchair here. It's like a cockpit of a plane. And I sit down and go on to one of 25 dating sites I got.
Clive has a cunning way of enticing women, which he compares to fishing. He puts out his bait and lures them in.
You've got to pretend you're not sure what to do, and let them think that you're the first woman they've had a date with in about 2 years. They don't realize that you just had a date a day or two before that.
Clive reckons he's slept with over 1,000 women.
Listen, I'm on stage, right? I get women drooling after me, and I ain't shagged 1,000 women. I need to go and see this guy. Me and him need to sit down and talk, but don't tell why.
Most love rats have a secret key skill. For Clive, it's words.
As the day goes on, you ask them if they want to see a film, and 9 times out of 10 they want to sit down and watch a film, and they drink the wine. And then the crucial part is, in the night, you ask if they want a game of Scrabble. Now, most women like Scrabble.
Yes, Clive has a seduction technique which we feel is probably unique.
As you're playing Scrabble, you're sitting by them and you're looking at their reaction, and you can sense that they're getting turned on, you see. You then know when to kiss or not. And 9 times out of 10, when you kiss, it turns out to be a big kiss. The Scrabble is forgotten about. Okay, I'm going to take you now to where all the action happens, upstairs to my bedroom.
Monopoly is it this time, Clive?
This is where all the action happens. This is my bunk-in bed. As you can see, there's a nice picture of a tiger on the bed, and that tends to turn the women on. In fact, the picture of the tiger turns them on more than me. With all the women I've made love to, there's one position that they all love, and it's this one. You get them to go on their knees, you go behind them on your knees, and you get a good grip on their thighs, okay? And away you go.
And if there's one thing Clive likes to give his women, it's the full Monty.
Clive, have you seen him? Seriously? I mean, if he slept with 1,000 women, right, he must have spent his mining severance pay on Rohypnol.
Coming up, Clive the love rat becomes Clive the heartbreaker.
I feel really hurt because I thought that we was going to be together for the rest of our lives.
Chris was left devastated after discovering her husband.
Okay, I'll stop filming there now because I'm filming, as you can see on the TV. I'm using my Samsung Galaxy Ace mobile for filming, and it's the first time that I've used it. I've only just bought it, and it's supposed to be good quality, so we'll see now once we load it onto YouTube. And also I can load it onto YouTube from my mobile. In fact, there's so many things I like about it so far. Anyway, it's my little new toy. I've always filmed with mobiles and webcams. You look at the rest of my videos, you'll see I've got loads. I've lost count. It's way up in the thousands. And I've just bought this for filming, really speaking. And so I'll see what it's like now when I load it onto YouTube. Okay.